Yes, I've already discussed about the motor development and we have already seen about gross motor development. Now let's go into fine motor development. What is this fine motor development? Yes, it is development of small muscles in the body. And where are these small muscles? The fingers, yes. And the tiny muscles over here, the wrist and the hands. This part. So the development of this part is called as the fine motor development, which is very important for the pre-primary children. Unless and until the muscle movement is good and they are able to rotate and they are able to hold the pencil, they will not be able to continue in their activities or in their writing skills. Now, let me take you into the n number of activities which will help the kids to develop their fine motor skills. Yes? Come on. Now let's see one by one what are the activities. There are many things displayed out here on the table. So let me take you into the different kind of fine motor activities. And fine motor skills are basically divided into three types. One is based on the academics, one is play, and the other one is self-care skills. So the fine motor can be categorized into three. And now let us see about the academic skills. For the academics to think and go in the right manner, let us see what are the activities which will help our children. So the very first fine motor skill is the academic skills. And what is this academic skills? It is nothing but drawing, scribbling, painting, coloring, cutting. So these are the basic skills. And the first step is to give the kids either the color pencils or the crayons and let them scribble. Just let them scribble. So as they start scribbling the pincer grip develops over here. This is how they are going to hold it. So the development of the pincer. So this is where the grip develops for them. So give them as much as possible. Let them scribble. So this would be the first step in the fine motor skills development. Once they have done this, next what you can do is go ahead and give them a outline, a box or something. And now asking them to scribble inside within the boundaries. So they know that they have to go ahead and finish their scribbling activity within set boundaries. So this is one type of fine motor skill development. This is scribbling. And then as we all know, you can give them different kind of say flowers or fruits or animals or whatever it is. You can give it to them. You can draw and give them and ask them to color it. Initially, they will be doing it outside the borders. It doesn't matter. Slowly, they will learn to color within the boundaries. So that is the reason first you need to give the scribbling practice for them. And once they are okay with the scribbling, give them the borders and let them do it inside. And after that, you can go for different kind of drawing. So once they have done this, the other kind of activity which you can give them is scissor skills, cutting. So you will all be thinking like why to give scissors at an early stage. You can definitely go ahead and give this child-friendly scissors. These are blunt scissors. It's not sharp. It's not going to hurt the kid. Initially, you can supervise the kid and slowly they will learn to handle it themselves. So scissor skills are also equally important. So as I told you, the next step is the scissor skills. That is cutting. Give the kid any paper, any colorful paper or any paper and give child-friendly scissors to them. These are blunt scissors. Initially you can supervise the kids. Later they can handle it by pencils. So when you give the scissors to them, the finger muscles develop over here because of the movement. They learn to hold the scissors. The grip also develops for them. So give them a paper and let them start cutting. As and what they like, it's up to them. Let them keep cutting and it's a fun activity for them. So these are the kind of basic academic skills for them. And next, when talking about pencil, You can just give a normal pencil to the kids, no need to go for the fancy ones thinking like, oh, my kid is so interested and all. A normal pencil would help to develop their fine motor skills. And if you still feel the child is not able to hold or it is so slippery, some kids have hands which has a lot of moisture content in it. In that ways, nowadays there are a lot of things available in the market called as pencil grippers. You can get these pencil grippers and you can just put it across in the pencil. That's it. It's very simple. So they learn to hold it. So this holding is very important for the kids. How they hold the pencil, the grip is definitely important. And one more activity which you can give kids is stencils. So there are many stencils which are available in the market. You can go ahead and get any stencil which the child likes or you like. So I am just taking a simple stencil over here. It has shapes and it's like it has square, it has circle, rectangle, fish shape, sun and all that. So when you start giving this activity, the focus is more, the eye-hand coordination. The reason is they need to hold the stencil in one hand and they also need to hold the pencil in the other hand. They have to visualize and trace. So in this way, there's a lot of eye-hand coordination which is happening. In case they move the stencil, then they'll not get the outline. And it is also fun learning for them because once they remove the stencil, they can see that a lot of images are created for them. And then you can tell them to color it. So this is one kind of an activity which will engage children for quite some time as they are going to draw and also they are going to color. And this is nothing but a simple sticker activity, peeling the sticker, right? It's nothing but just peeling the sticker. Once they start to peel the sticker, when you're going to pull it out like this, the tiny muscles over here will develop because they need to hold the paper, they need to hold the sticker and pull it out with the grip. So peeling the sticker activity is also a good fine motor development for the children. And now I'll show you one more activity. You all must be aware of this, right? It's nothing but clothes peg, or you call it as clothespin. So, see, once kids start doing this exercise, it is definitely going to help their muscle development, the movement, the grip. This is very much available in our houses, in our day-to-day life. So you can give these clips to the children so that they will keep pressing it on and off so that their grip develops. And the other activity which you can give with this cloth peg is just take some small pom-pom balls like these. These are colorful balls, small cotton balls. What you can tell them is, in this thing, they'll get the fine motor development, their skills are going to develop, and also they will learn to pick and hold it. They'll also start learning about colors, segregation, identification. Many concepts are developed. So now what you can tell the children is, pick the pink color pom-pom using the clothes peg. So this is how they will pick it. And they can place it separately. So they are going to take all the pink color pom-poms. Likewise, you can tell them for the next color sorting, blue color, and count how many blue colors. So they can say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is a very simple activity which can be done at home with the clothespin and the color pom-poms. Now let's move on to the next activity. Next activity is pebbles, right? So can you see the colorful pebbles? I have kept lovely colorful pebbles. So what kids can do with these pebbles is, yes, pick it up, picking up, for their tiny little fingers, it is tough to pick up the pebbles. When they are hardly 1.5, 2 years old, it's very tough for them to keep picking up one by one. So give them a full bowl of color pebbles or any pebbles which you have and tell them to pick it up. So they can pick it up with their tiny fingers. So they learn to hold the pebbles so the grip develops. So this is how they will be picking it up. They can pick the pebbles and keep it. One more thing which can be done with the color pebbles is, can give them a small spoon like this and tell them to pick it up with a spoon. Right? They can pick it up with a spoon. So this is also one activity which you can give them. Picking it up with a spoon, or you can pick it up with your hand. And the other thing which you can use to pick up the pebbles or the pom-pom balls is small tongs like this. These are kitchen tongs or play tongs. You can get it in any shop. So this again helps them to develop their muscles, the tiny muscles. See, because the grip, how they are going to hold it, definitely a lot of pressure is required here, the grip is required. If not, the pebbles or the pom-pom balls, they will not be able to take it. So these tongs definitely help for the fine motor development of the kids. It's a very beautiful activity. They're going to learn about colors, they'll learn about sorting, they'll learn identification, counting. See, even with the pom-pom balls, you can go ahead with the tongs and you can pick it up. This is called as the mortar and pestle. This is very much available in our kitchen. We use it for our day-to-day cooking purpose. Same way, lightweight ones are available for kids. You can give one for the kids like this, and every day or whenever you are doing some cooking, you can give this to the kids as well. Let them put some nuts into it or some leaf into it and let them keep crushing it. So once they do this, once they keep crushing it, their finger muscles are going to develop, because they need to give lot of pressure and crush it. For us it will be easy, but for the kids definitely a lot of pressure is required. So this is another very good activity for the fine motor skills development. Yes, clay. Clay is one product which every child likes. Even some adults love to play with clay because it's a major relaxation, and you can keep molding, you can design whatever you want. It's a very good activity for the tiny muscle development, because a lot of pressure is required to mold the clay. So you can give kids any colored clay which they like, and they can mold their own favorite toys or fruits or animals. It is up to them. So just give them any amount of clay, right? Just tell them to keep pressing it. Let them keep pressing it. So the pressure which is applied here for the thumb finger and index finger definitely will help the muscles to develop over there. So once they do all this, next you can tell is, you just roll the clay like this. So once this rolling is done, tell them to make small balls out of it. So different shapes can be formed using this clay. And once they have made small balls, you can tell them to count as well, how many balls they are making. So if you have clay at home, you can go ahead and do it with a clay. If not, when you make chapati at home, so that dough which you use to make chapati, the wheat flour, that you can give. Or I can also give you a very simple recipe of making homemade clay. Nothing, you just need to take maida, which is very much available at our home, salt and water. Just take 1 cup of maida and add half cup of salt to it, and add around 1/4 cup of water and knead it well. Mix it really well to get a very soft dough, and then you can add food color or acrylic colors to get the desired color of your choice, and then give it to the kids to play. So clay is a very good activity for fine motor skills development. Next, these are colorful beads. I have taken here wooden beads. Wooden beads are available in the market, plastic beads are available in the market, many different kinds of beads are available in the market. Any beads can be taken, and this is called as stringing the beads activity. And I have something here called as pipe cleaners. These are nothing but kind of a string where we are going to put the beads inside. If this is not available, you can use any kind of string which is available at home, a thread or rope, whichever is available at home, you can use that. So all that you need to do is just take one, and what we are going to do now is take the beads, right? Just take the beads and I'm going to put it inside. So this is called as stringing the beads. So when they do this activity, both the hands are going to use again, and they need to hold with the thumb finger, index finger and all the other fingers. So the grip is majorly given over here, and they are going to pick the beads. They are going to pick the beads and then they are going to insert it. Yes. So this again they are going to develop their fine motor skills. They can do it slowly. How many ever colors they want, they can form patterns, they can form any sequence. Their creativity will also develop with this activity. You can take the wool and take a bead and tell the kids to put it inside. So this is one other activity which you can give them. Apart from the pipe cleaner or strings, you can give this kind of activity also. And one more thing which you can give with wool is, you can just cut few strings of wool like this, tell the kid to cut it, and then they can make small bits, tiny bits with the wool, tiny bits. So again they are using the scissors. So once they make tiny bits like this, they can go ahead. See, I have already done some shapes over here, right? I have already done some shapes. I am just taking some glue and just apply a little bit of glue here on this paper. And once the glue is applied, what can kids do is take these small tiny bits of wool and they can paste it here. So nothing goes waste. So they are going to learn the cutting, and they are making use of what they have already done before. That is, they have used the stencils and they have made an outline. So they are making use of glue. So they need to give pressure so that glue comes out, and again the wool which is cut is also being stuck here. So this is another activity which is going to help children. And now this is a timer, right? It's a sun clock. Once kids start doing all these activities, slowly you can set timer for them, so that you can tell them by the time the sun comes down, you can complete this activity. By the time the sun comes till half, you need to complete this activity. In this way, the kids will also learn time management. So it's not that we are just focusing on one activity, but even the time management will fall in place. And there are any number of other activities which you can give them. See, using ice cream sticks, there are plain ice cream sticks, colorful ice cream sticks. They can pick it, they can put glue and they can paste it. So all this again, I'll show you in my next set of videos with much more activities for fine motor development.